Okay, it's a quick overview of manual labeling with marker sets and rigid bodies. We have a 2D take here that we've recorded. It's got some simple hand data, and we're going to go ahead and select this rigid body, and we can create a rigid body for here. We can also use the toolbar up here to create a marker set. We'll call this hand, and we'll create some markers. Oops. Rename this. And you can add a marker here like this, thumb, or just press the insert key, index, middle, ring, pinky. So we have a marker set defined called the hand with these markers. We can go ahead and add that marker set to the take. We'll go ahead and trajectorize this take. And after trajectorization, it shows the take has 3D data. It shows that the take has gaps. And down here in the marker list, it shows the list of identified markers and the list of unidentified markers. You can change this to a more compact list, but for labeling, we'll leave it in this label view. Over here in our graphs view, you can select the tracks view, which shows all of the tracks with this take, all the continuously labeled tracks. And our goal is to take these labeled tracks and label them to our hand markers. So in the 3D view, we can have a look at our hand model here, and we can go ahead and start just by labeling these root markers. We can label, this is thumb, we'll label this index, we'll label this guy middle, this is ring, this is your pinky, and this is the wrist marker. I've got these core markers labeled, and as I label these, you can see these labels getting applied to those trajectories. Now we'll start with this thumb. You can see right here it's only a partial trajectory and it drops out. When it pops back in, we'll go ahead and select him, and drops out and pops in, grab him, pops out and drops in, grab him, pops out. And I'm just control clicking as I scrub through the take here, finding our trajectories for where this guy lost his label. And there he is. Once I've selected all these now, I have a chance to simply merge these up, which will merge all of these selected markers up into this thumb marker. And now we have one thumb trajectory, which is a nice, mostly continuous trajectory here. And we can do the same for the rest of these markers here. Now what I like to do is I like to look at some of these spurs that are really small, and I'll just go ahead and select these. I just get rid of these. Not this guy though. That guy. I'll just get rid of those. Looks like this guy is empty. Get rid of that guy. Get rid of that guy. And now we are pretty much complete here as we look at our data. You see this marker over here. We can get rid of him. We don't need him. And that just leaves this trajectory here, which is that guy again. And now our labeled but unidentified markers have all been cleaned up and assigned to markers over here. And if we look at our 2D graphs for the data, we can see that. Looks like this thumb was the only guy that had gaps in him, and we can go ahead and use the edit tools. And we'll just fill the gaps in this guy. And now we have pretty much a nice labeled marker set. And that's it.